We've got major upsets brewing for the area's #1 boys and girls soccer teams and football highlights which go the distance. Coming at you on the Baltimore Sun High School Sports Show.
The Baltimore Sun High School Sports Show.
He's going down the right sideline. He's going right.
Today's show is brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods, Papa John's, and the Baltimore area Toyota dealers.
Hi, and welcome to the Baltimore Sun High School Sports Show. I'm Jerry Bembry, sports writer with the Sun. There was an upset in girls soccer last week. We were there when top-ranked John Carroll fell to McDonough. There was also a big boys soccer game on Friday, matching #1 River Hill and 4th-ranked Mount Hebron. It's our big game of the week, and we'll get to the soccer highlights later. We'll start today's show with football. While neither Annapolis nor Meade were in last week's Baltimore Sun rankings, the two faced off in a crucial 4A Anne Arundel County showdown. Let's go out to the game.
Annapolis playing host to Meade in an Anne Arundel County matchup. The Panthers looking for their second straight over the Mustangs. Great catch here from Meade. Andrew Smith delivers to his brother Antoine. Awesome play, but those were few and far between for the Mustangs. Lone TD of the first half. Annapolis' Kyron Belt on the quarterback sneak. 7-0 Panthers at the half. They turned it on in the third. Ravon Johnson goes up the middle from 10 yards out. Johnson with a great game, 259 rushing yards, and he's now got 1,278 yards on the year. That's second in the county. Johnson would set up this 1-yard sneak from Belt again. It was 21-0 Annapolis. Belt also did it in the air. He heaves this one here deep for Marvin Charles. 39-yard TD pass into the end zone. Belt has a county leading 10 TD passes on the year, 28-0 Panthers. Check out their defense. Annapolis eliminated the Meade offense to just 111 total yards en route to their second straight shutout. Annapolis would add this 6-yard scamper from sophomore Kevin Sims for good measure. Annapolis rolls over Meade 35-0. They're 5-2 overall, while Meade falls to 3-4. Third-ranked Randallstown on the road against the Lock Raven in a battle of 2 unbeatens, but it was all Rams on this night. In fact, Lock Raven couldn't even get a first down into the third quarter. The Raiders had only 86 yards of offense for the game. Randallstown was led by senior running back Marshall Conti, who gets the inside handoff, fools not only the Lock Raven defense, but also our cameraman in the process. A 67-yard run gave the Rams a 6-0 lead after 1 quarter. Then it's Conti again in the second. He breaks off another long one. This time he's pulled down, but not before gaining 55 yards on that scamper. Conti had 216 yards rushing for the game. They would set the table here for Jamal Brown. The speedy tailback takes it in from 7 yards. It was 12-0 Randallstown. Then the Rams go to the air. Junior quarterback Archie Trader throws the slant in. James DeGeed takes it to perfection, runs it nicely, gets by the defense. 49 yards on the score. It was 19-0 Randallstown. More from the Rams D. Lock Ravens Cliff Johnson looking far side, but nope. Guess again, Quan Mitchell steps in front of it. INT return touchdown. And Randallstown has no problem with Lock Raven. They win it 32-0. The #3 McDonough Eagles flew into John Carroll, hoping to knock off the area's #1 team and 12th-ranked team nationally, something no one has done all season. This one spelled trouble for the Patriots from the start, as McDonough stayed with them step for step, and the Eagles' defense, led by keeper Marielle Wilner, was smothering. This time last year, McDonough, also ranked #3, upset the area's #1 team in Catholic and turned the league standings inside out. They were hoping for a repeat performance today. The Patriot goalie needed help from her defense, as McDonough kept the pressure up. But it was John Carroll who would strike first, as Megan Spark takes a deflection here from 20 yards out, lofts it over the outstretched arms of Wilner for a 1-0 lead. Would remain that way through the half. Into the second half, McDonough came right at the Patriots, determined not to be denied. And here, standout forward Lisa Zanti takes control, puts on a move, and shoots one into the net. We're all tied up. How about a nice little pirouette for the celebration? But as one celebration ended, another began as Ali Andrzejewski boots a corner kick into the net, and the fun continued for the Eagles. John Carroll puts the spoils to the party as Lindsay Seifert feeds a perfect pass here for Katie Wheelahan, who puts a tremendous shot in the goal and ties the match at 2 apiece. But McDonough was relentless as Janetta McGettigan centers one to Lisa Zanti, who once again fires it home to go back on top by 1. but John Carroll answered that call as Liz Saul places a corner kick in front for Jenny Visco to meet it head-on and zip it into the net. We're tied at 3-3. But in the remaining seconds of the game, history repeats itself. Marisha Shukat finds the ball, little footwork, puts it in. That's the game winner, an exciting upset victory over number 1, John Carroll.
When we come back, top-ranked River Hill and 4th-ranked Mount Hebron. It's the Dick's Sporting Goods Big Game of the Week, and it's next on the Baltimore Sun High School Sports Show. Welcome back. Entering Friday, the River Hill soccer team had a perfect 8-0 record, 7 straight shutout wins, and a 19-game winning streak dating back to last season. Mount Hebron went into Friday with a 7-1 record, the only blemish, a loss to 3rd-ranked McDonough. The last time River Hill and Mount Hebron met, last year's State 2A regional finals, when River Hill won by a goal. Well, River Hill and Mount Hebron went at it again on Friday. Before we go to the game, let's meet this week's classroom stars. First, from Mount Hebron, we salute Kyle Chacon, a senior defender who has earned a 3.8 grade point average. And from River Hill, Adam Crew, a junior forward who sports a perfect 4.0 GPA. Now it's River Hill and Mount Hebron, the Dick's Sporting Goods Big Game of the Week.
When 4th-ranked Mount Hebron arrived at River Hill Friday, they took a moment to reflect back a year ago on their tough loss to the Hawks in the 2A finals. River Hill came out looking for a repeat of last year. The action got started fast and furious as the Vikings wasted no time in heating it up as Matt Medora fires a shot that just misses the net wide right. And if at first you don't succeed, try a corner kick. Nathan Rosher redirects to junior Young Chung, who punches it up, over, and into the net for a quick Viking strike and a 1-0 lead. Number 1 River Hill, who's ranked 15th in the nation, tries to get on the board as Randall Brown fires a shot on goal which just misses the mark, which set the tone for this game as both teams jockey for position and ball control. Mount Hebron was looking to keep their shutout streak alive at 8 straight, and if they're going to do so, it would rest in the hands of sophomore goalkeeper Greg Peters. Peters kept the Hawks in check the entire first half, but just inside the second half, River Hill came knocking. Midi Chris Hastings gets it to Billy Allen, who can't get it under the crossbar, but it's followed by Aaron Pierce, who finds some daylight on the right side and fires it home for the score in a tie ball game. Hawk fans say just what we needed to wake us up. River Hill tried to keep their momentum going, but Hebron keeper Peters says, "Not if I have any say." Here he makes a spectacular save on a shot by Adam Crew to keep the game deadlocked. But that did not hold for long as Mount Hebron's Matt White jukes the defender and slides a shot past keeper Mike DeBella with an added punch by Brent Tyson, and the Vikings were once again on top by the count of 2-1. Peters time and again showed incredible resilience as he sacrificed his body over and over to keep the Hawks from tying the game, and when it was all said and done, he was the hero as number 4 Mount Hebron pulled an amazing upset victory over number 1 River Hill. Viking keeper Greg Peters ended his outstanding performance with 8 saves. Mount Hebron dominated this game today in defense and ran their winning streak up to 10 games. They made a defining statement here today and fired a shot sure to be heard around the league.
I think it's a very important point that we made to everyone that River Hill's not 15th in the country, and they're beautiful just the same as everyone else.
You know, this game could have gone either way, but you know, our kids just played real hard, and we've been wanting to make statements in the paper and hopefully on TV now that, you know, that we're reckoned with, and Hebron's here to play.
Until 2 years ago, Steve Turnbaugh had won 29 games and 9 seasons at Hereford High School. That changed in 1996 when Hereford finished 11-1. And last year, Turnbaugh was the Baltimore Sun Coach of the Year as he led the Bulls to the Class 1A state title with a perfect 12-0 record. Going into last week, Hereford was ranked 13th by the Baltimore Sun, winning its first 5 games. And leading the team to yet another standout season, Turnbaugh is the Toyota Coach of the Week.
We feel that the whole program here is building in that we can certainly be competitive and in the hunt for the playoffs year after year.
Steve Turnbull has been described as the Pied Piper of Hereford football. He attracts young guys to his program who are willing to challenge themselves to be better. After winning the state 1A championship last year, his recruiting efforts seem to be paying off.
Our recruiting strategy is really to try to get the kids to believe in themselves and define success and make each one of them reach their maximum football potential and to feel good about themselves, the team, the school, and everything else. And they've bought into that, and so far it's been very successful.
And success this year for Steve would be to add another championship banner to the wall, an achievement that may overshadow last year's accomplishments.
I would think if we would get to that goal or even close to it with the players we have this year after losing so many, that would have to be maybe even greater, because so many people counted us out. There was a lot of people, opposing schools, press, that because we lost so many that we were, we had our opportunity, we did it, and now we're starting over again. And we have certainly, kept up with what people are expecting, or what we expect, which is to do it again.
Congratulations, Steve Turnbaugh. Now here's a look at some of the area's best student athletes. Each week, Toyota and the Baltimore Sun will recognize outstanding male and female athletes of the week. This week's winners are Beth Davis of the SEVERNA Park field hockey team. Beth has played an instrumental role in SEVERNA Park's #2 ranking in the Baltimore Sun field hockey poll. And Adam Rafalski, a senior quarterback on the Bel Air football team. Rafalski rushed for over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns in a win over Aberdeen. We congratulate Beth and Adam, the Toyota Athletes of the Week.
I always go out and wanting to play my hardest, and I won't accept anything else than that. And our team, before every game, we always go out on the field and we have little mental imagery, and I don't know, we just work really hard, make sure that we connect our passes and everything. We always definitely have a goal to set, and won't walk away happy without that.
Senior right winger Beth Davis has been setting, scoring, and assisting with goals all season for the #2 Falcons. A 4.0 student in the classroom as well, Beth is not satisfied with just being average.
Sometimes if I don't have a goal or assist in a game or something, I'll get down on myself. I don't feel like I've played my best game. If I make one mistake in the game, I'll feel like I didn't play my best game. So definitely I get down on myself a lot, but I don't know, I just try to forget that and just go on with the rest of the game.
Beth Davis is a very dominant person. She's one of our captains. She's a leader on the field, off the field. She's an outstanding academic student. She is a very good field hockey player, has excellent stick work. She just has a powerful drive on the field, and she just stands out.
And Beth's standout play netted 3 goals and an assist in 2 victories for the Falcons last week, who ran their winning streak to 6 games. Beth has 10 goals already on the season, and she has her sights set on the states.
Our goal is definitely to win states and work as a team, just play together in every game, win every game, and just to walk off there in winning season, with our heads held high, and satisfied with how we play, not just to win the game states, but also to play well and know that we've done as best as we could.
And for always performing the best that she can, and her play last week good for 2 Falcon victories, we honor Beth Davis, our Toyota Female Prep Athlete of the Week.
I tend to be a perfectionist at times. I tend to work on everything to the finite detail, because our plays, I've seen as working through the system over and over, that's what goes, is when you can do every play to perfection, being in the right place at the right time makes it go all the way.
Adam Rafalski is planning to take his 4th-ranked Bobcats team all the way to the state championship this year. If his stellar performance against 5-time Harford County champion and 8th-ranked Aberdeen is any indication, he just might do it. How's that for pressure?
I do feel pressure that, people are looking to me to make a big play, but it's the second I feel that pressure, it's gone, because someone else takes a hold of it and really just takes it off of me. It's great that way, because we have guys on the team that take the ball, and then they go and they make a big score, and I feel like everything is pulled off of me, and it's concentrated on them, and then that's when you can really step it up and surprise somebody.
And it's not surprising that the 6-foot, 175-pound senior is gaining confidence each week, which he hopes will lead to a college career at the Naval Academy.
He's getting bigger physically, he's getting stronger, he has more confidence in his ability to run, he's developing his arm, continues to develop his arm. He has a great arm and can throw the ball when necessary. He's been to camps over the summer, so he's developing that inner confidence inside of himself, and that's just he's come out as a true leader.
And we congratulate Adam Rafalski for his leadership play this past week and honor him as our Toyota Male Prep Athlete of the Week.
Now for this week's best highlights, including the outstanding play of the week.
We start this week's reel with Annapolis tailback Ravon Johnson taking a handoff and swinging to the outside for a 50-yard scamper down the sidelines, which started the momentum rolling for the Fighting Panthers. And this eventual 39-yard bomb from Kyron Belt here to wideout Marvin Charles, good enough for a score and a romp over Meade. Over at Lock Raven, quarterback Archie Trader takes to the air as well and connects with James DeGeed, who splits the seam, sprints 49 yards, outrunning defenders for one of the Rams' 5 scores over Lock Raven. And our play for the record books comes courtesy of Mount Hebron keeper Greg Peters, makes an unbelievable save on a rocket shot from River Hill's Adam Crew. Definitely worth a view in slow-mo. It preserved a major win for the Vikings, and we honor it as our outstanding play of the week.
When we come back, we'll meet this week's Papa John's featured student athlete. Welcome back. When Jason Santucci transferred to Westminster High School just over a year ago, his impact as a cross-country runner was immediate. He became Westminster's top runner, helping the school win its 2nd straight state title. The All-Metro Runner of the Year last year, Santucci also stays ahead of the pack in the classroom. Let's meet Jason Santucci, the Papa John's featured student athlete.
When I'm running, I just feel free. Like, you know, nothing, I'm just out there and it's me and my legs, and wherever I go, it's an adventure every time I go running, because you can go anywhere and you can do anything. And I just really like to run because, you know, it really gives you a feeling like you have no limits and you can just go out and do whatever you want.
Senior cross-country champion Jason Santucci is constantly raising his limits. As an honor roll student and team captain, Jason runs a fine line of balance between his sport and his schoolwork.
Basically, I try to work as hard as I can on academics and athletics. Depending on what I'm doing, sometimes my focus is taken away from one or the other. Like if I have a big meet or something coming up, probably running is going to be my focus. It's probably going to be more important. But if I have a big paper due for school, or if I have to stay after for school, or, you know, confer with a teacher or anything, then school is going to be more important. So I just try to work as hard as I can and do as best as I can on both of them.
And Jason is counting on his hard work in and out of the classroom to lead him to a major university, possibly Brown, Princeton, or the Naval Academy.
Their running programs are excellent, and as we all know, they have excellent academics. And I've visited the Naval Academy, and I'm going to Princeton this weekend, and I'm going to Brown later in the year. And they have excellent campuses, excellent staff, excellent facilities, and that's basically what I'm looking for in a college.
When Jason arrived Westminster High from Virginia Beach his junior year, he knew he'd have some tough competition to face. But then he set his sights high and won the state championships and learned from his coach how important preparation is for success.
He has a saying that he really likes to tell us, that the will to win means nothing without the will to prepare. And that's basically is that our team is really successful. But just because we won states 2 years in a row doesn't mean any other team is just going to say, well, you guys are just so good, you guys can just win states again. And that just means that if we do want to keep being successful and keep winning, that we just got to keep being really diligent with our work and just not slack off and just keep working hard like we have.
And Jason's work ethic has earned him respect from his coach, teachers, and classmates.
Somebody that people can look to as a role model, whether it's running or just being, you know, the person that Jason is. He's intelligent, and he is a good leader. Also, he's a person that cares for everybody else on the team.
I think if you do well in the classroom or competing in your sport, people are going to look up to you and come to you for guidance.
Santucci will lead Westminster in the Central Maryland Championships next weekend. We at the Baltimore Sun High School Sports Show would like to take a second to salute the National High School Activities Week. Created in 1980 by the National Federation of State High School Associations, the upcoming week promotes public awareness of the values and needs of interscholastic activity programs. Throughout the country, high schools will be promoting the values inherent to high school athletics and other activities. Not only do these programs teach the almost 10 million young people who participate in them valuable life skill lessons, but they also provide the best entertainment value in our nation. Please support your schools with these efforts. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching the Baltimore Sun High School Sports Show. We hope you join us again next week. And don't forget to read the Sun each day for the latest prep scores and features. And check out the Sun this week for the 1998 World Series coverage. I'm Jerry Bembry, sports writer with the Sun. Until next Sunday, have a great school week ahead. The Toyota Prep Athlete Awards are courtesy of Larry Beck, the Trophy King.